Are we live? There we are. There we go. We're cool. We're on. We'll wait for a couple of people to join. It's a hot one today, innit? I say that with my coat on. I've got a coat on, and it is a hot day. I'm going to take this coat off in a minute, actually. Hi there, Susie. In it to flip it is in. Hi there, how are you doing? Has it been a good week? Has it been a good day? That's what I want to hear. Anyone in the chat, has it been a good week? Has it been a good day? I'm saying that because I'm trying to work on my feeling function. I don't know whether I said last week, but no, I need to get a better relationship with my emotions. So we're being conscientious. We're asking people how they are. We're asking people how their weeks are going, and we're trying to really get that emotion in there, really feel it, really get it going, you know, really feel those beautiful feelings of happiness and empathy and whatever other emotions normal people are meant to feel. So, yeah, you know, you go in, whack it in the chat, get them emotions going. We'll all have some sort of emotion. No, I'm not going to say that. That sounds weird. We're going to have some lovely emotional interplay. Let's say that. That sounds a little bit better. So, yeah, anyway, just listing. What are you listing, Susie? Are you listing something cool? Is it something like electricals or clothing? I think, do you do more clothing? Am I right in saying that? I'm not certain, actually, because it's been forever since I've really even talked about reselling. But yeah, with that being said, I got some cool pickups this week, and I have done a video. So that video will be out in... I've got another video that I've got to edit, and I've got another video coming from my guy who does the videos for poetry. So it'll probably be out in probably over a week or something. I don't know. It'll be around then. So yeah, make sure you look out for that though, because that'll be pretty cool. Vintage cookware and trinket boxes. Wow, cool auction haul. Funnily enough, I was talking to a friend of mine from university who, interestingly enough, just randomly, I didn't even realise, does a bit of reselling. And she does, or she has done in the past, and she's getting back into it. And she sells, like, or she's thinking of making and selling jewellery and stuff like that. So that's interesting. It just came to mind then when you said huge auction haul. So you mainly do the kind of more vintage stuff then. I would assume, if you're saying vintage cookware. I guess you do a lot of Le Creuset and things like that, or I suppose from time to time you get some of that stuff in. I saw some Le Creuset on Tuesday. What are we today? Thursday. The week goes crazy fast. I thought it was yesterday. On Tuesday, and it was in the charity shop, and it was £80. £80. And it was, to be fair, a set of about 4 graduated pans, you know, graduated in size, and you know, they probably do go for about 80 quid on eBay. I don't know, anywhere from maybe 60 to 100, I would have assumed, because it is a lovely set. It really is a lovely set. And, you know, but I thought to myself, why 80 quid? Why are you charging 80 quid at the charge? Why did we do it? It's like, is someone really going in there who is going to buy it? For example, loads of people are on eBay looking for those things. Is someone going to go in there who is, you know, sort of like that kind of typical eBay buyer, and are going to go in there and buy that for 80 quid? Maybe, but it's very unlikely. And even if they are going to go in there, they're probably going to think, oh, that's a bit expensive for a charity shop, or they're going to try and knock them down or something. They're not going to just pay the 80 quid. So it's like, why the hell did we do it? I mean, I could imagine, like, I could accept it if it was 40 quid or even 50 quid. I mean, even that price, I could accept it. But 80 quid, Jesus, that's just, it does. Charity shops, charity shops, a different world these days. But I did get in the pickups video that you'll see a couple of items that I was amazed to see in a charity shop at that price. I mean, you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe the price I got these things at. It's just something you do not see in charity shops anymore. And it was the first time back around the charity shops on Tuesday this week in my local town. And I honestly, I don't even know how they were there. I don't even know. I'm still kind of in awe of the fact that I managed to find them in a charity shop at that price. Because you wouldn't even really, you might do here and there, but only here and there. But you wouldn't really even get them at that price at a car boot. So it was really, really odd. We've also got Night's Life in. Hi there. How's your week been? Susie says, I sell vintage stuff and also new liquidation retail stuff. So the new liquidation retail stuff, is that the pallets? Do you get the pallet job lot things? Where you buy them and then you get a little inventory list and then you go through them and they're kind of like X return. Oh no, if it's new liquidation, no. Maybe it's not returns, but maybe do you still get them in pallets though? I would assume that you would still get them in pallets. Just leaving work, hump that chair. No, I'm not going to hump. It's not ads card. It's not the final day of ads cards today. Yes, pallets. So, what are those then? Do you get like brand new in box stuff if it's like new stuff? Because I've never really seen, I've seen a lot of the pallets online when I've been looking at wholesale stuff, but it always says, doesn't it, like, well, these things are new, but the box might have been opened because of a return, or, oh, well, they're like partially new, or maybe even they're used, but they've only been used once or something like that. But I can't really ever find on. I mean, it's not really my thing anyway. Even if I did find it, I wouldn't do it these days. But I've never been able to find like brand new stuff that's like, yeah, you get this, and unless you're doing like you go on a wholesale site and it's like not liquidation stuff. I don't think I've ever really been able to find brand new liquidation stuff. But then again, there might be certain things at auction, because you could probably go to certain auctions of that, and you'd know better than me. But yeah, you could probably go to auctions and then pick them up there, like in the bulk lots of the pallets there and stuff. But there's probably ways of doing it. It's just I've never even seen them, because whenever I've gone on, I see the pallets, but they're kind of different things. I'm good, thanks. You, I don't know whether that's in reference to me or someone else in the chat. I guess me though. So yeah, I'm good. I'm actually, be true to the title of this video, I'm back now. I'm back at my second home, as we'll call it, because it feels like Bangor's my home, and then I'm coming back here, and this is kind of like my second home now. It's kind of been relegated to second home because I love it so much at Bangor, and I feel like a very weird. I've got a little. I'm looking right now at a little graphic of Bangor that's right there. Put it on my wall, and I feel very close to Bangor. I feel as if it's like my home. It's really weird. I mean, it's just because I've been there a year, I suppose. But yeah, so I am back at my second home for summer. I'm just getting set up. I mean, this week has been crazy, absolutely just crazy. So much going on, as you would expect. I mean, I have basically moved out of somewhere and then moved back in here, so although obviously I've not got certainly a full house to tip out or anything, even the stuff in my room at Bangor and then in the kitchen, there was a fair bit of stuff I took and a fair bit of stuff I took back, of course. So I've just been getting it all out, getting it all sorted. I sorted out my wardrobe because I bought a full, as you know, a new wardrobe at Bangor. So I've sorted out this wardrobe back at home. Sorted out the shed yesterday, I believe that was. Tried to see my friends as well, and my grandparents. So it has been boom, everything, all go. The to-do lists have been crazy, but it's been good. I've loved it. I've really loved kind of getting back into, I don't know, just being here, but also like it feels like I'm really motivated at the moment to do stuff, which I didn't necessarily think I would be when I got back home. I thought if anything my motivation might decrease, but I've been getting up early. Some days I've not been having that much sleep, but that's how it goes at the moment. We're just trying to get everything sorted, and I've just been, on it doing stuff. So that's always good. It's always good when you can get a good bit of a spurt of motivation and you can get going like that. But yeah, it's not been too bad. Susie says the pallets are about 80% new, overstock, damaged box stuff, and 20% with. Okay. I have local liquidators that I buy from. They buy truckloads from the reseller and then sell the pallets. You see, I bet that's a better way of doing it, because if you've got a connection with those like local guys, you're probably getting them at a much better price, because you'll know that on the websites, because I'm sure you've been through the websites loads and loads and loads like I have and others have. When you go on the websites, they seem to me quite expensive for what you get. And I know people have been doing videos, like I think Cora, the mini millionaire, did a video on a pallet return. I think maybe a couple of other people have, and the profits are very low on them, like very low. The margins are razor thin. So when when you've got like a local contact you can go to, it's spot on, because you can build that relationship and say, oh, give us a bit of money off this, da, and you get in that relationship, and then it means that you can actually make some money on them, because those pallets, I don't know how anyone makes money on them, because you've got once you've taken postage and once you've taken off all the things like, oh, well, this item is broken and I can't sell this item as new or new other because all the packaging's wrecked inside of it or something, so I'll have to sell it as used, and then you're taking a bit less money for it and all that. Once you've done all that and your eBay fees and all that, you're literally left with like 50 quid or 100 quid profit, if that. And you've paid bloody 400 or 500 quid for this big pallet, and all of the time of sorting it out, because you've probably had 26 items or 30 or 40 items in that pallet, so that's not a small amount of time to sort it out and get everything prepped and listed, especially if you've got things that you need to test. So you think you're making 50 quid or 100 quid, probably for like 3, 4, 5 days solid work, depending on how quick you work and all the rest of it. But probably about 3 days solid work at minimum, I would say, and you're making like 50 quid or 100 quid. It's like, really, for me, that, I'm not doing that, because that's bloody pre-tax as well. You got your tax to come off that as well, so that's just not, it's not worth it really. So I'm not too keen on that, and that's what I found when I was looking, because I looked into them so many times, because I really wanted to do the pallets. Like, you don't know how much I wanted to do the pallets. I was all over that. I wanted that straight off. I was thinking, I want to do these pallets. But, you just can't, you just can't kind of go down that route if it's not profitable, or if it's not that profitable. But no, I would love to have done that sort of stuff, and for me it just didn't work out. But I can see that option. I definitely can, Susie, and I think you've got a good thing going there with the local thing. Yes, I used to buy from the website liquidators no more. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why they still run. How the hell are the website liquidators still running? Because you think, why do people buy from them? If it really isn't that profitable, why are people still buying from them? There must be some sort of trick I'm missing here. Because for me, it seems like they're not profitable. From all the calculations I've done, all the research I've done, all the rest of it. Or they are profitable, but they're not that profitable. Am I missing something? Are they more profitable than I'm thinking because there's something else I'm not seeing? I don't know, but it seems like it's not the case. I get pallets all the time, 1 SKU per pallet. That's a good way of doing it, Shazad. Yeah. I can imagine that, because then you've not got all the different units, have you, to sort out and all the rest of it. So that's a good way of doing it, because even if, let's say, it's a lot lower margin, you've not got as much work. So I can see that. I can definitely see that route, and that would be okay. I could probably do that. Like, that would be something I'd I think, oh yeah, if I'm ever gonna do pallets or anything, then that would be something I'd think about. But God knows where I'd start on that or anything. But it won't be anytime soon anyway. I still have one middleman, Shazad, but the people I work with are fantastic. I don't have the space or capital to start buying truckloads yet. Well, maybe one day you will, and if you can, that'd be really cool. I mean, bloody hell, you could really scale things up like crazy with the pallets and stuff like that. I mean, I can imagine how you could scale it up like no end, and I think then you end up getting into kind of the whole employing people and all the rest of it. Especially if you're getting bloody truckloads, there's no way you're doing that on your own. There's too much there to even consider. It's weird because I'm in a real odd place at the moment with my business and with not only reselling but just with like making money. It's really, really strange for me. Of course, I'm not making a full-time income because of university, but I'm still making money in different ways. But the ways in which I'm making money are really, really strange. I mean, investing's my main income at the moment, and I'm making. Let me work it out for you, because I need to work it out. That's 5 divided by that. Divide that by 5. That's like 50. Okay, like 3 there. So that's like, we'll say 25 times by 40. 10. 5 I get there. 4. That's 12. And then let's say I get like no more than like $1 there, times by 30. I'm making about $390 passive income off my crypto and investing. That's excluding stocks. I have a bit of money in stocks, so like bloody dividends, I get like 10 quid a month or something dividends, like that's about it. So like $400 ish a month from that, and that's my main stuff. And then I do a little bit on YouTube, not much, and then obviously I'm getting back to my reselling over summer, so it's really weird. And then obviously I have my creative projects that don't really earn me any money, like the poetry and things like that, but that I need to do as a kind of creative outlet, and that will hopefully over time build a little bit. But yeah, it's really weird. So my kind of it's really, really odd. It's just odd. It's just odd the way I make money these days. It's really weird. But obviously I don't make a full-time income, although it's not bad. Just for basically not really doing that much because of the investment portfolio working for me. So it's good, but it is odd. It is very strange. So I want to put some more time into reselling over summer, get a bit of money from that, get a good bit of money from that, and then I can recycle into investing and stuff as well and build that a bit more. It's really weird, and you might notice up there. Ignore that for now. It's a bit premature, that, but I put it on because I was doing all the graphics and I thought, well, I'll do it so then I don't forget to do it in the future. But yeah, I mentioned last week about memberships on the channel, and I mentioned I didn't want to do it because I didn't realize that it's not just kind of, you do a membership and then there's not really any perks, there's just, you get some emojis or you get some badges or something. Anyway, it isn't that. I did check into it on maybe Saturday last week, and you know how fast I work. I'm like, oh god, get up early and then get this sorted kind of thing. So I looked into all the perks, and it turns out that you can have loads of different perks and you can create all different things. It's really good, actually. So I thought, well, if there's different perks, I feel more comfortable doing it. I feel more like I can provide value to people with the channel memberships. So anyway, my point is, don't worry about that for now anyway, because I've got things to do with that. I'm still getting certain things back, and I'm in conversation with a few graphic designers and stuff still, and all the rest of it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But all I was going to say is that what I'm going to do for one of the membership levels is an exclusive members only video once a month. and those videos will be centered around most likely either investing or reselling, you see. Now don't worry, there'll still be other reselling and poetry and philosophy and all the rest of it, all the other content still on the channel for free non-members, all the rest of it. Don't worry about that. It's only one video a month that's going to be members only. But that's something that we can discuss more. Obviously, I can go into a bit of depth into those sort of topics on those members videos, which will be quite interesting and they'll be quite cool to do. But certainly I've got these plans. Just give mine a little bit of detail here. I've got these plans that I can see now. You see, about a year or two ago with the investing, I couldn't really see where I was going because it hadn't really taken off for me. But now it's taken off for me. I can start to see these doors or windows opening up, if you like, and I can start to think, well, now I can start to really put my plans that I had back here a year or two ago in motion, and I can really start to, delve into it, and that's quite interesting for me, and it's something that I will go into a bit of depth on those videos, and we can explore it in a little bit of detail and see, for me personally, where I've gone wrong in my investing, what's been good with it as well, and the whole journey of investing, and how there's certain follies that you make that then actually turn into positives, or there's certain positives that turn into follies, and all the rest of it, and how these things kind of flow and get you to a point in which you end up actually becoming a little bit more successful, etc. In terms of your investing portfolio overall. And I'll go into detail on having a portfolio and maintaining a portfolio, and thinking about where to put your dividend income as well each month, and where to recycle that, or where to put that, and building other investments from your dividend income from various different things, and then building up something new, and things like that. And we'll go into more detail on those things, and I think like videos like that might be quite interesting for people. And so anyway, that's on one of the membership tiers. I've done plenty of different things on the perks, and I've tried to keep the membership levels pretty cheap as well. I'm not being extortionate or anything with the prices. I've run it by one person so far, but I'm going to run it by a couple of others. Because what I want to do is I want to show them the perks alongside the price, and I want to see their initial reaction. And if they say, whoa, that's too much, then I say, okay, let's see this price a little bit more. And if they say, oh no, actually that's fine for the perks, I'd pay that, or that's fine for the perks, you might have even gone a bit low, then I'm happy with that. And even if they say, well, you've gone a bit low, I'm probably not going to put the price up, because I think, well, that's good. You want to always over promise, under deliver? No, no, it's the opposite way around. Under promise, over deliver. Under promise, over deliver. Right? I think that's the right way around. Anyway, that's bad. That is. I got that wrong way around. So so I've run it by a few people, and I've run it by one person. I'm going to run it by more people, and I think it's okay. I think I've just about done it okay. There's some nice perks in there is, and there's some interesting things. You also do get membership levels. Not membership levels. How do I even explain this? You get badges next to your name. I don't know whether you've seen this on other channels on the memberships, but you get little badges next to your name. I've done custom ones. Well, I've actually outsourced custom ones, and what you do is for example, after 1 month, your badge will update to say that you're like a member for 1 month. Then after 2 months, it'll update to a new badge. Then it'll go up accordingly through time, all the way to 2 years. So you'll get different colours on your member, and you get different badges type things for your membership level, and then you get to like an ultimate level at the 2 year level. And you can have a guess what that badge might be. Have a look round for little badge-like symbols on this what would you call it, on this graphic here. What looks like a little badge symbol. Maybe you can have a bit of a guess at what that might be. But no, so that's something. But you'll also get the emojis to use in chat. And they're just very, 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 very basic perks. They're not anything really. And as I said previously, I didn't want the perks to be crap, and that's why I wasn't doing it, because I didn't want it just to be, oh well, you get these badges and you get these emojis and you're paying $4.99 a month, or you're paying $2.99 a month, or whatever the price would be. I don't like that. I think that's bloody just extortionate, you know. But no, as a basic perk, you will get the badges and you will get the emojis as well. If you have any ideas for emojis that you would like to see in the chat, so they're like you know, like the little smiley face and stuff, you can have anything. It doesn't have to be that, it can be a custom one. So if you have an idea for a custom emoji that you want to use in the chat to get my attention, then just put it in there, you know. And obviously that the badges you get on the basic tier level, the first level, and the first level is very, very cheap. So yeah, you'll get those on that level. So if you want any emojis, and just let me know in the chat. A chair, well, there we go. We could have a chair. I was thinking about that one actually. So we could have a chair. I could actually get them to do a brown chair like this one. But anyway, I've rambled about that membership thing. But all I wanted to say was just it called to mind that thing because of course I was talking about the investing. But it is really, really weird at the moment. Like really, really weird. My money at the moment and doing all these things. Right, let me just see in the chat. There's not been too much chat, so okay, I can deal with it. Because you know what I'm like with rambling. I would consider selling the pallets on to other resellers, make more money in less time spent. That would be brilliant. Yeah, you could do that, and that would be a good way of sorting it out actually. Oh yeah, Shazad. If I decide I want to grow to that level, it wouldn't be too nice to list it myself. Yeah, I can imagine it would. It just wouldn't. You wouldn't want to go through and just spend all that time, and it would just be too much. And I don't even know. It's not like you wouldn't make money. You'd make money. Like you'd make good money, but it's just you'd burn yourself out as well doing all that stuff. You just have too much to do. It's like when I had those big job lots of things, you know, like big job lots of video games and everything. I was burning myself out. Like I'd get up early and I'd go through those things. I'd be sorting them and putting that little you know, that sticker remover stuff on the cases and all the rest of it, and checking all the discs and making sure all the right discs are in there, and checking all the scratches, all of that stuff. You know, just everything. And it was, you know, it does get really quite taxing. So you could imagine that, especially like the pallets, jeez. And could you imagine if you got video game pallets, like all video games in? Jesus, that would be mental. People do that, and what they do was they do sell them on to other resellers, or they'll go down to like the car boot or something, don't they? So they're normally like the wholesale guys who do that. But no, you couldn't bloody just sell them like individually. You know, those wholesale guys, I often wonder, and I probably think this is the case, because I've kind of like heard certain people like talk about it, reference it, that they may take out, I don't know exactly whether this is true, but they may take out the good ones, you know, like the good games. And I've always wondered that, and you see, because if I was doing the wholesale thing, I'd be bloody tempted. I would be bloody tempted. You know, you just see like on the top of a bloody pallet some sort of GameCube Mario game or something, Mario Kart Double Dash or something like that, and you're like, oh, just take that. I love that. So you would imagine like some of the wholesale guys do that, and then they just sell off. Or what we might do actually is, you see, it works two ways, because if they do that, then they kind of are selling things to their customers that are, there's not really any good games in there. So then the customers are like, oh, I really wanted, at least one good game in there, but they've not got it, you see. So then we might start to kind of get a bit noutsy and like, oh, well, I don't know about this guy. Maybe if I go this guy, maybe there's some more good games in there or whatever. But there's that level. But then another level is, yeah, but if you take the good games out and you kind of market it to people as if there isn't really that many good games in there, then you can get good profit off the good games and then sell the other stuff to others. So, I mean, there's like a few different levels to it, isn't there, really? BCP's in. Hi there, BCP. How's your week been? Also, Michelle. I didn't really say hi to you, did I? Michelle's in. How's your week been? What have you been up to this week? Let me know in the chat. Let me just check. I would recommend getting a pension and then buying commercial property within the pension. Wow, that's interesting. You know what? I really do need to get that is something I need to do. Funnily enough, who was it who mentioned it the other week? Someone mentioned that to me. One of my friends mentioned it. Oh, I don't know who it was. I can't remember. But it was someone. I swear it was someone like around my age. And yeah, I need to get a pension. I need to sort that. So, there's so many things I need to do. I mean, this summer's crazy. It's mental this summer. And I just need to write. I've already got lists and lists of these things. But I need to just put these things on lists and just get as much done as possible. My week has been boring. I hope next week is better. Well, that's how it goes, isn't it? Some weeks are crap and then other weeks are really good and other weeks are just average. Let me see here. Do we get a hump the chair perk? No, we don't get a hump the chair perk. For God's sake, I'm not doing a hump the chair perk. And no, I know what your next question is, or your next statement will be. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use that chair emoji, and every time I use that chair emoji, you've got to hump the chair. We're not doing it. It's not going there. It is not going there. I'll hump the chair on my birthday. You get a birthday hump the chair, alright? I'll do that, but that's it. You get a birthday hump the chair. And it's not my birthday for... Hang on, I've not got a watch. It's not my birthday. I couldn't even tell the date with a watch. Well, I suppose these newfangled watches, maybe. These Apple watches and stuff. All that newfangled technology. In 8 months, what we'll do the hump the chair thing in 8 months. There we go. Just packing up a watercolour I sold on Facebook Marketplace. Wow, nice. What's the watercolour? Did you get good money for it, or is it like a slightly cheaper one? Because I know like watercolours are all over the shop, aren't we? You can sell them for 10, 15 quid, but then God, we can go up into the hundreds, can't we? So when I used to sell the watercolours, I would just do the cheaper ones like 10, 20 quid, 30 quid. And you know what? I tell you what, you can get some... I did really well with with pictures and stuff at the auctions. Like, God. I mean, they are so underrated, like pictures. And I think it's because of the glass. And I think it's because of people packing them up. They're not the easiest thing to pack up. Like, they're not hard at all to pack up. Once you've packed up a few paintings, it's fine. But I think people have this perception that they're a bit, they've got glass in, they're a bit hard to deal with and stuff. But if you get the little job lots at the auction, like a general auction house or whatever, and the sort of smallish ones, and there's maybe 10 of them in a job lot or something, and you're paying like a £5 plus commission for them, or a £10 plus commission sort of maximum for them, 12 quid all in basically, and you got 10 of these paintings, you're paying £1.20 a pop. Practically all of them will go for like 15 quid and above. There might be 1 or 2 that go for like 10 quid or 12.99, but practically all of them 15 quid and above. And you think, what the hell, there's so much money there. It's like you're paying £7 or £12, that's including commission, and you're making 150 quid sales. And why not just pack them up? Especially the smallish ones, 30 centimetres or something like that, or 40 centimetres. They're not too big, and some of them are less than that. Granted, okay, the slightly smaller ones, unless they're a certain artist or whatever, they might be a bit less, but still, you know, we can go for some okay money, even the smaller ones. And you think, why don't people get on that? I just don't. I never understood. Every time I would go to the auction, I would buy those job lots of paintings. None of the other resellers would buy them at all. And it's the same with newspapers, right? And ephemera and things like that. Yes, obviously, certain ephemera, when the dealers are going through and they're looking for, oh, there's a good piece in that, oh, there's a, you know, 50 quid leaflet or newspaper or whatever, I don't know, whatever it is, postcard or whatever. Oh, I've got to buy that. And then, you know, those job lots go a bit higher. But there's all these other job lots there. Tons of newspapers, tons of postcards or whatever bugger it is. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't bother with the postcards as much because they're like £3 items or something. But the, you know, the newspapers and stuff, there's tons, like literally 50 newspapers in a box or 100 newspapers in a box. And they go for a £5 or they go for a £10. And the amount of money I've made on them, it's just ridiculous. And people just do not buy them. They just do not buy them. And you think, why don't... I mean, with newspapers, it's always a bit of a tricky one. Because what I found myself was older newspapers are really big, right? And so they're a little bit trickier to pack and stuff like that. Or they can be. Especially if it's a rare one. And obviously you don't want to be folding it or anything like that. You know, if it's a highly collectible one, all that. But still, I don't see why people don't go for them. I just really don't. But, you know, maybe these days we do go for them more. I don't know. But it is weird. And it's the same... It's not so much the same for toys, because most people go for them, to be honest. But I did have it occasionally. Surprisingly as well, I did have it occasionally, where the toy job lots would not go for some reason at the auction. Yet there is still stuff in there, and you think that was really weird. But most of the time, obviously, as you would expect, the toy job lots went for half decent money. But it's just weird. You know, sometimes they wouldn't. And it always struck me as odd that didn't happen. It was a painting of two little guys eating artichokes and drinking wine. Wow, that's nice. I bought it for 99 cents and sold it for 39 plus shipping. Well, there you go. Bloody hell, you can't go wrong with that. That's like 30 quid. Bloody hell, 99 cents into 30 quid. That's bloody brilliant. That's really, really good. Mr. C says, you back doing eBay this summer? Now you're back. I am. I've not fully... I'm not back on eBay as of yet. I've been in the shed yesterday. I've had a sort out. I know where I'm at. I've still got some bits and bobs to do on my to-do list. Obviously, since I've just got back, I'm still all over the shop getting things sorted. But yeah, next few days I'll be in there. I'll be getting some photos taken, and we will be back on. And then when things sell, I will give you a little bit of a sales update. Whenever I'm going out, I'll give you a haul. The thing I have done, which I mentioned just previously in the chat, I have been out to the charity shops. I did get a few items. I have recorded a haul video, so that haul video will be up as well. So yeah, we are very much back on it. I do want to make a bit of money this summer, just because I need money, really. I suppose I need to get some money in. So that is going to be one thing, really, and yeah, it should be good. So I will update you accordingly on videos. Don't you worry about that. And we'll see what we sell. We will see what we sell. So if you've got any more questions, whack them in the chat. What are we've already bloody done 45 minutes or so. I can't believe it. It's gone bloody quick tonight. Again, it goes quick. It's weird. Let me just see if I've missed anything. I don't think I've missed anything. Great that you can just start back up. I know it is good because the thing is, I've got everything there, you know, I've got everything to hand, I've got everything that I need, I've got all my equipment back in the shed, I've got everything that I need right there, I've got stock to list as well. I made sure to keep back some bits and bobs, and I made sure to keep back some like easy bits and bobs as well. I didn't want to put things, you know, I didn't want to just keep things back that are harder to list, or I didn't want to just keep nothing back. I wanted to make sure that I've actually got some easy bits and bobs to get on with straight away. So I've got plenty of things like that. I can literally just go straight away. I just need some photos on my phone, which are not hard to procure, and so therefore, boom, straight back in. And I will try and juggle my projects around reselling, and try and juggle reselling around my projects, because as you know, I'm working on about 1 billion things at once, as I always am. Just because university's finished does not mean I am free by any means. It means that, if anything, it means I'm more. I know this sounds very weird and almost illogical, but it means that I'm not as free, because university was kind of like, I had to do that and I had to put my focus on that, but it was at the detriment of all these other things. And so now all of the other things are coming back to me, and like, oh crap, I've got all this to do. So that's kind of how it works. And so I've just got to juggle, but I'm in a good routine. I'm going to bed at 10 p.m. at night. I'm getting up at 5:30. I'm cracking on with things. I'm getting things done. It's a good time at the minute, and I'm going to try and keep this up for quite a while. I am going to have a little bit of a break at weekend as well. Potentially got plans with a couple of friends to go to a lake somewhere, actually, I don't even exactly know what it is, but my friend says that you can apparently go swimming in this lake or something, or you can do paddle boarding or God knows what. And there's normally people down there and stuff, so and there's people down there like our age and stuff. It is like an official thing, I believe. That's what he kind of marketed it to me as, so it should be quite interesting, actually. And so we're going to go there on Saturday, I think it is. Got a barbecue as well. So there's things going on that I need to kind of take a break from, because I didn't really, oddly enough, as soon as university finished and my exams were finished and I had done loads of revision for that, I didn't really take a break. I was just, on to the new things, and that's always how it is for me. So, it'll be good just to have a bit of a break over weekend. I just slow down, I'll just do bits and bobs of work here and there, and then for the most part of the days take a break, which will be good. Have you updated your eBay ads? Are you on managed payments? Now, I did do something a few months back, and I don't know whether it was to do with managed payments. I will have to double check. Right, can you just tell me as well how I go about it if I haven't done it? But I did do something. Now, it's not coming up on my eBay here. It's not coming up with any banner to say you're not on managed payments. So I must have clicked something. I swear I clicked something a while back. But let me just see. I wonder if there's... I think I had to. I think you had to go... I think I had to click something a while back. But I've not got any messages to say about that. I mean, I have been reselling off and on since January, bits and bobs here and there, literally a couple of items here and there. So, I mean, I've had to accept payments and all the rest of it, so I think I'm good, but I'm going to have to maybe just double check. I mean, it says EU VAT changes here, so I need to just have click that learn more button and just have a look at that. But other than that, I don't think, I don't know, but anyway. Are there lifeguards? Michelle, I haven't a clue. He didn't say anything like that to me, so I don't know. But apparently there's this paddleboard in there, so I would assume that it is a kind of somewhat semi-organised thing, and it's not just like loads of people at a lake just chilling. It seems that there must be some sort of organisation there, because he's told me this paddleboarding, but God knows, I do not know. I'll have to talk to him about it and see what it is. But anyway, nonetheless, it should be fun. I think that's everything in the chat. I don't think I've got anything else. So if you got any more questions, whack them in. Otherwise, we will go in a minute. I will be back on next week. What we might do next week is the final thing of ads cards. So we'll do the whole ads cards final, final live stream with the ads cards, and then we'll see them off. So what I'll do this week, at some point during the week, I'll write it down on my list. Show you my bloody to-do list. Jeez, bloody mental. Look at this. This is just today. This is just today. I've not even done all of them. It's mental. Just today. It's just, at the moment, it's just, you know, it's mental. It's mental. So, yeah, I'll write them down. I'll get them sorted back on OBS because they're not on OBS at the minute. And we'll sort things. We will. Oh, what was that? Oh, was that an eBay thing? Oh, new items, cool. Oh, that's what I wanted to do, actually. It was a reminder for banknotes, actually, and I thought, that's something I want to invest in more, but it's just bloody getting my money, innit? It's just getting my money to invest in this stuff. I could use a bit of my crypto stuff, but I've already thought about where that's going this month, so bugger it. But I could probably spare 50 quid or something to do a bit of investing in banknotes, because I like that, because that's more tangible. So I like the banknote stuff. But yeah, so it is mental at the moment. It is mental. If you don't want to hump the chair, then you can just cuddle it. You can try, but you're not getting me. You're not getting me. You know, you can try. Oh yeah, you can just cuddle it. Technically, I'm cuddling it now. Don't you know? I am actually. Look, I'm cuddling it. Technically, I'm in it, almost cuddling it right now. So, yeah. I'm already doing it. Yeah, so I'll have to check that BCP. I'll have to check that managed payments, but we'll see on that. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's going to be odd actually getting back to eBay and doing it on a bit more of a level, because since I've been at uni, obviously I've done it like, you know, 5 items, 10 items and stuff, but most likely over summer I'll be doing it at least 20 to 50 items, something like that. And so that's going to be a bit odd. That's going to be a bit odd compared with just doing it 5 items or 10 items or just an item here or there. That was, yeah, you know, it is going to be odd, but it'll be interesting. And it'll be different because it's very, very different. Very, very weird my life is, because, you know, I have all of that mental stuff at university, all of that thinking and all the rest of it. And then I come back and then I've got the more practicality of let's say this life here, with regards to the reselling and the other stuff. And I mean, in a way, I suppose it's a very nice balance, because you've got that kind of one side and then that other side. But it is nonetheless, it is very weird. It's very, very weird. The chair missed him. I know. Yeah, but you know what? This is a really nice chair. I really love this chair. I wish I could have taken this to uni. I think I might. I don't know whether I'm taking it next year. I think at the place. Do we even have a chair there? I don't even. I'm gonna have to check that on the. I'm gonna have to check. Somehow I'm gonna have to check that. I might have to email the student accommodation place, but I don't know. I mean, in the pictures they've got a chair there, and it seems like quite a basic office chair. So I don't think it's just one that one of the tenants have got and brought in themselves. So I think there is a chair there. But still, I would kind of like to take this chair, because this is a really nice chair. The chair at university, in the halls, you know, it really is just one of them basic office chairs, and I just, it's not the best. It wasn't bad, to be honest. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but it's not the best at the same time. Yeah, I'm spooning it in a way. It's a bit of a weird thing. Yeah, we're not going to go into that. Yeah, that's just too weird. So anyway, I'll ask for some final questions. If you've not got any questions, we'll be back next week. We're slowly coming up on the hour anyway. Don't worry, as I say, next week will be the final ads cards thing, so don't forget, remember to go and stream loots before the stream. I'll probably put a community tab post up like I'm trying to do every week anyway, and then you could, you know, to remind you that it's that, and we can go and stream loots. We'll do that, and then the following week, what week is it this week? This week's 17th, next week is the 24th, week after that is the is it in June? No, it's 30 in June, isn't it? Let me check on the calendar. I think it's 30 in June, isn't it? Yeah, 30. So a week after that, 1st of July, the membership should be sorted by then. It should be. It might even be before that, actually. I would hope that it's probably a bit before that. But if it isn't before that, then the memberships will be sorted might have even been announced by that point. And we can have some fun with those perks and with the badges and with the emojis and all the rest of it that comes along with that. So that'll be quite interesting. It'll liven things up a little bit, and I'll see what other things I can do to kind of replace the ads cards, because obviously we've got a bit of a loss there. So we need something, and I think the memberships fulfill it to a good degree, because there's a few little perks in there that are quite interesting, but I don't think they fulfill it to like the level of, not quite the level of the ads cards really. So we'll see if we can't figure out a few different things, but nonetheless it'll be quite exciting. And of course we'll be doing some more reselling videos anyway, so that's a bit more exciting for a lot of people on the channel. That's something, getting back to kind of the old days on the channel as well. It might be worth me thinking of inviting on a guest at some point to the channel, to one of the Thursday Talks episodes. I would have to do that, of course, on StreamYard, that's it, I forget the name of the thing, StreamYard, because of course I don't know how you have guests on OBS, and not everyone has OBS, and I don't think it would align up very nicely. So I'll probably just do that on StreamYard. I think it's StreamYard, if I do that, and that might be quite nice to have that. I would really love, and I don't think anyone would come on, but I would really love like one of my friends from university to come on, especially if like they're doing psychology as well, because I have quite a few friends who are doing psychology. We could discuss some of that, and then we could also discuss a little bit about reselling. We could discuss, all sorts of different things. People could put questions in the chat. It'd be just nice to have someone fresh on as well. But honestly, I think I could ask around, and I think everyone would just, oh no, I don't want to do that or whatever. People are shy, all the rest of it. Not a lot of people really do the whole video thing. And I mean, I know it's like 21st century and many people do YouTube, but still there are a lot of people out there, young people who don't do YouTube and are still quite worried about coming on in front of a camera. But it would be brilliant if we could do something like that. But nonetheless, if we can't do something like that, what we might do is get another reseller on, someone from the old days. We just have a chat, a bit about reselling or about whatever else. That would be quite nice. So I might think about doing that as well at some point. Just livens things up a bit, We just need these little things that liven things up, and help give us some sort of, something interesting on the channel, something interesting to concern ourselves with, So anyway, if you're not getting any more questions, I will go in a minute. I'll just wait another couple of minutes just to see if there's anything else in the chat, and yeah, I will be off. God damn it! I need a shower tonight as well. Bloody hell! I need a shower. God, it's like on these days where it's really warm, you get so sweaty. I mean, I was going to take this bloody jacket. I'll take this jacket off now. Don't need it on now anyway. Oh, yeah, but God, I don't know if I get sweaty. Oh. You wouldn't think that there's any sweat to come off me. Jesus, I'm so skinny. God. But still, probably sweat about 4 litres a day or something ridiculous. Well, in this weather at least. Oh, God. Whew. So, no one's said anything in the chat, so I will sign off now. I'll just sign off slowly, just in case anyone's writing a question right now or anything, or writing a comment. But yeah, I'll be back next week, Thursday Talk, same time. It'll be 7 o'clock next week. I don't think there's anything going on next week. I'm trying to keep Thursday evenings free, for Thursday Talks. I nearly screwed up last week. I said to my friend, "Oh, you're free on, Thursday, aren't you?" And then I realised, oh crap, it's Thursday Talks this Thursday. So I nearly screwed up on the second week back. But no, I'm trying to keep Thursday free. So it'll be next week, 7 o'clock on Thursday, and I will see you then. So see you very soon, guys. Bye for now.